I'm going to show you how to make this delicious breakfast pizza in the Blackstone E-Series pizza oven. For this pizza, we're going to start by frying up some bacon. We want this bacon to be nice and crisp. Once it's done cooking, I'm going to let it sit on a paper towel. Then I'm going to start making my gravy, which is going to act as my sauce. So I'm going to cook up some sausage. Once that sausage gets good and brown, we're going to add a couple tablespoons of flour. Not being real exact with measurements here. We'll mix that in with the sausage real good. And then we're going to pour in some milk. Again, not real exact with the measurements, just pour it in until it looks like it's going to be enough gravy for you. Then we're going to season our gravy. I'm just using some of Blackstone's Essential Blend seasoning here. And then we're going to keep this gravy moving and heating on medium-low until it thickens up into a nice gravy. You'll know it's getting close when you can start to see the pan as you stir it. You want that nice valley in the gravy to show that it's getting nice and thick. Next, I'm going to get my eggs ready to go. I'm going to use about 6 eggs for this recipe. Go ahead and get those scrambled up in a bowl. And then to another large pan, I'm going to add some butter. Spread that butter all around the pan in order to get it nice and greased up. And then I'm going to pour my eggs in. Now we're going to slightly undercook these eggs, and we're also going to try to achieve a very small curd, which makes these eggs much easier to spread across our pizza. So that means I need to keep them moving constantly while on the heat. We got the heat down to low, and we're just going to use our spatula here to keep these eggs moving constantly. We're never going to stop stirring them. And remember, we're undercooking them because they're going to continue to cook in the pizza oven once they get on top of the pizza. So you can see it doesn't take very long to cook eggs this way. You just keep them moving. By small curd, we mean that we don't want a huge egg patty here. We want it to actually be like spreadable across the pizza. So once you're pretty happy with it, like it's just barely done, not quite all the way done, just started to solidify, that's when you're ready to go ahead and start assembling your pizza. So for assembling the pizza, the first thing we're going to have to do is take our nice crispy bacon, now that it has cooled, and we're going to cut that up into small pieces so that we can have some bacon bits to spread across the top of this pizza. Then I'm just going to use an Aldi ready-made pizza dough ball. These are really good pizza dough balls. You can get them for $1 at Aldi. I'm going to flour my cutting board with some Semolina Flour and put that dough ball right there in the middle of that flour to keep it from sticking. And then I'm just going to use my hands to start working my way around the middle here to kind of form my crust. We want to get that crust formed so that we don't accidentally spread it too thin. And then I'm just going to keep using my hands to slowly stretch this pizza out. There's lots of different methods here. You can kind of push it out with your hands. You can pick it up and let gravity help you do the work. And then you can kind of use your hands inside to kind of do some stretching as well. Once you're happy with the size of your pizza, it's time to start putting on our toppings. So we're going to preheat our oven. I'm using Blackstone's E-Series pizza oven here. I'm going to use the fresh pizza setting and just let that preheat. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my sausage gravy and put that down first on my pizza dough. That will act as my sauce base. We're going to spread that nice and thin. We've got a lot of toppings going on this, so we want to spread this as thin as possible. Once you have your sausage gravy down, next comes your eggs. And you're going to see this is why we wanted it to be just undercooked in that small curd, because this is where you want to spread those eggs across, again in a nice thin layer across that sausage gravy. We're just going to use our spatula to spread those egg curds across the pizza, making sure that we get a little bit of egg in every bite. Next, you can use whatever cheese you want for this pizza. I just prefer to use this Mexican blend cheese, so that's what I'm going to use for my cheese on top. Now I'm just going to put a thin layer of cheese across the top on top of all those eggs and sausage gravy. Once you have your cheese on, the final topping is your crumbled bacon. And so we're going to spread that across the cheese as well. Again, trying to make sure that we get bacon in every bite. Now it's time to transfer this to the pizza oven. So I'm going to flour my pizza peel. I also forgot that this particular pizza dough from Aldi tends to puff up to be really thick, and I want to prevent too many air bubbles, so I'm going to go around the crust real quick before putting it in the oven with a fork and just kind of poke down across that crust. This will help ensure no air bubbles form. Then I'm going to put the pizza on the pizza peel, making sure that it's going to slide right off into the pizza oven, and then once it's preheated, put it directly in the pizza oven. This pizza oven is great for making fresh pizzas. It only takes a few minutes, cooks it at a nice high 600 degrees. After about 5 minutes, that pizza is ready to come out. Using our pizza peel, we're going to just pull it right out and just look at that pizza. Perfectly cooked, that crust is perfectly risen, cheese is melted, and it's got a nice little char on top of it. This is so good, y'all. It's actually my daughter's favorite thing. She asks for this for her birthday every year. She asks for it all the time for me to make this breakfast pizza. Let me know in the comments, what kinds of pizzas have you guys made in your Blackstone pizza oven? Would you try a breakfast pizza? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching.